Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, are you Sarah?
Yes, I'm Sarah. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
Sarah. I'm Emily. I'm so nervous. I don't know why, but I am. Maybe I'm just
Oh,
anxious,
don't be
nervous, anxious, and
nervous.
scared. I'm so tired of failing.
Yeah, no, don't be nervous. Today we're just chatting. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so there's
Sarah,
no
what's your role, if you don't mind me asking questions?
uh
What's your
so I
role?
yeah, I run my own lead gen business. And then just about a year ago I started coaching. So now I'm on these coaching calls.
I take notes because I'm analytical like that.
Me too. I got my notepad here. I'm all ready with you.
So is it of all these students, their businesses are just lead gen businesses?
Yeah. Generating leads for local businesses, working online, making money online, quitting the 9 to 5 job. That's why I wanted to join back in 2018. I just really didn't want to be at a 9 to 5 anymore.
Do you have to talk to a lot of folks?
Not overly. Like when you need to get a business owner on board, you'll have
Uh-huh.
some calling and cold calling, but you can also do emailing. There's like a lot of strategies that we'll teach. So if you don't like picking up the phone, there are ways around it. Or ePay actually has a whole system now. You can just hire out that entire part of the process if you wanted to.
And do you do script writing?
We have scripts.
Basically.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
if you needed help with that, we have scripts. What do you do for work right now?
Well, I worked at a pharmaceutical plant for 33 years. I've retired. I have a pension coming in. It's not where I would like it to be.
Okay.
And now I work with Homeland Security as a transportation security officer at the
Cool.
Indianapolis airport.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
yeah, it's okay. But at my age, and I'm in my I'm in my mid to late 60s.
Wow.
So I responded to this because, well, two, I saw that a gentleman by the name of Chad Kimball may have been a student of you guys's, and now he has his own. And I looked at what he had to offer, and I thought it was interesting. But I also had an opportunity to look at ePay. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He there was a link that was giving reviews on different lead gen businesses,
Hmm.
and he did his review uh, about Chad Kimball,
Right.
and he was the one thing I did appreciate. He was honest. He says he does his own thing, and it does have a business, and yes, it's taken him years. He never really stated he was a student. The only way I found that he was a student is when I was going through the video. I saw his
Mhm.
picture in one of the videos that you
Okay.
guys put out there for people to look at. So I
Yeah.
did like his stuff. But I thought, okay, well, let me hear what you all have to say as well, because
Yeah.
I think he started doing stuff that it repeated it, but I got a sense of false messages from him because when he's doing it, he says, just click here and you can start and we'll get you started. But what happens is it takes you to his main and it's looking at a larger picture. And so
Uh,
it's not really, I think it's okay the way he's doing it, but it's not okay for me.
right. Yeah.
Because it's like you're telling me something, you have something, but maybe I only want this. I want to learn how to do this, but this. Well, you're showing me all this other stuff. Or no, when I went in there, you're saying, well, this is all you get for, you know, $5,800.
Right.
Okay. I'm not sure I needed all of that. I was just looking at specifics. So that was kind of a downer, even though the way he goes about it, he speaks to it at a level I felt I understood.
Right.
Okay. So I think that was nice. That's the positive out of Mr. Kimball. But with
Right.
Ipe, when he was talking about it, I've been re-listening and re-listening to the pre-call videos and some of the other videos out there and some of the things that Dan had spoke of as well.
Hmm.
So the biggest takeaway for me was, granted, it's not an overnight fix unless you put the work into it. When you're
Yeah.
working full time, I won't be able to do full time on both. So,
Right.
right. So
Well,
I
yeah.
won't.
Mhm.
I'm just being honest, and
Yeah.
I think all stuff can be done, and knowing that you do a 5 all in one or done for you,
Done for you. Yeah.
done for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought that was interesting, but the biggest thing that caught me to come and look into this program was that older woman that was there
Mm.
in one
Is
of the videos.
is
And
that
I felt
Helen?
like, and she, I forget her name, but she wore
Oh,
glasses and she was in her 60s. I think she started in 2015 or 2016, something like that.
yeah.
And she had suffered from some type of poisoning or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was kind of her story. And so I'm thinking, she looks like she can do it. I can do it. You know,
Yeah.
but I shouldn't judge a person by their book or by their face and stuff. But I just like the fact that it was somebody older
Yeah.
or at my age. So that gave me a sense of, okay, tell your people to quit sending me stuff. I'm on the Zoom. My
I'm on
phone
the
keeps,
call.
I'm on the call.
Yeah.
So that's what made me, and I've been praying on this, and I'm hoping it's the right decision. I like the fact that you got a team that will be there. And I don't know if you saw my message that I sent you when I said I saw the pre-call, but I'm not that tech savvy. And you said, go ahead and add me to your Facebook. Well, I have Facebook. I don't know how to add all that stuff. I just know I can
Yeah.
connect because I have TikTok and all this other stuff. I do have a website.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know how to really do marketing of that website. But I like the interest. I like the lead gen because you're talking about services, and
Yeah.
basically that's what it is. So I just kind of pulled a list of all these different services that are out there,
Yeah.
um, and seeing. I don't know if I want a high ticket or maybe I want some type of ticket or whatever, but understanding what's really trending
Yeah.
as far as those and where is there a need. And I don't know how big the market is saturated, um, because like you said, or like he spoke, I think you're going to always need the necessities, whether it's a
Yeah.
electrician, plumber. As
Yeah.
long as you have housing, there's certain things that you're going to always have to have, period.
Well, and especially now because we're in 2025 and a lot of everything is transitioning to online and
Hmm.
incorporating AI. So
Hmm.
I think more now than ever, the local businesses need our help because they don't really have
And
the
I
time.
did like that. I did
Yeah,
like the fact that you're helping the small businesses, the middlemen,
yeah,
the ones that are really wanting to not really have to be in the corporate world. I was once there. I worked with a pharmaceutical company for 33 years. It was called
wow.
Eli Lilly and Company.
Oh,
And so
cool.
I was blessed to go through that and I learned a lot from a business perspective. And so
Hmm.
I thought, okay, as I'm learning, I was getting close to retirement from there. My goal was to say, okay, you've learned all this. What are the steps? And how can you transition this into something that you like doing? So
Right.
I do have a business out there, but I do like the lead part. I do like this last story that I was listening to by ePay,
Hmm.
about the plumber, and he decided to just open up all these different locations and then call these
Yeah.
plumbers and stuff. And that was really, really interesting for me. I will say this, when we talk about different leads, I don't know what type of services are out there as it relates to the elderly.
Well, you're gonna do some market research. We're gonna teach
Okay,
you how to
well,
do that. So, do you use ChatGPT at all? I only ask because, like,
I do. I do.
okay,
I use it a lot. I've already written business plans
yeah,
from,
no, I
I knew
know.
the right questions to ask. And I did this last year, I think. I did it last year in the summer or in the first quarter, like in March, early April, late March.
Yeah.
And I don't mind telling you because I don't, no one really has it that here in where I'm living in Indianapolis. And it was just a appetizer bar.
Oh,
And
cool. Yeah,
all you do
happen.
is just have appetizers and drinks.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's
So I did
easy.
that. And then I have another business for baby proof products.
Okay, cool.
So that
So
was the
you're
other.
an
But we're
entrepreneur for sure.
so well, and I just feel like there's so much more that I can do and try to give back that I think would be beneficial for people.
Yeah.
Um, I'm all about what do you call it? Safety, Safety technology. Do you know like stun guns or whatever, things along that line? Stun
Okay.
guns, but they're called safety something.
Okay.
Can't think of it.
I'm
But
not familiar
anyhow,
with
enough of
it.
me. But so right now I'm going to be retiring.
Right.
I hope to retire from the airport by
Okay.
the end of the year. I would like to make that sooner. I would like to, if this really takes off in a matter, because like
Yeah.
I said, I'm already receiving a pension. I
Yeah.
don't know if Social Security will be around because of
Mhm.
who's in office. You know, things are really changing rapidly. I do
Mhm.
not want to be left behind, and I definitely don't want to be one of those that are on a fixed income and your money stays here, but
Yeah.
you're here and you're not making any money, and everything else is going up. So I
Yeah.
don't want to be that fixed income type person. So I
Well, how
want to
much?
have passive income.
Yeah, and I think it's great, like, you're looking into this now, right? So you got a year, and obviously, whatever you get into is gonna take time to, like, whether it
Yes,
be your brick and mortar business or it be something online, it's gonna take a bit of time to transition and get stable. How much
right.
time a week do you have? Like, if you did decide you wanted to join our program, if you were to get started next week, let's say, how much time a week do you have dedicated to building this?
So I don't like to work on Sundays. That's God's day.
Okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
But I will tell you, because of my job is based on operations at the airport. So
Mhm.
right now, every 6 months we bid. I'm going to be in my position um, Tuesday through Friday, and I have to be on the floor by 5 a.m. till 10. I have a 2 hour break where I don't go home, I sleep.
Okay.
And then from noon to 5. And then I'm home by a quarter till 6 at the latest. And I try to eat something. And I may go in and look at notes and stuff along that line.
Okay.
Uh, check my website or check any messages I have coming in. But my
Mhm.
off days are 3 days a week, and they are Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Um,
Okay.
and that's going to be that way until June. So I can definitely do 2 days a week. My other concern is that you have um, twice a week Zoom calls, and
Yeah.
they may not be on the days that I need to be there.
They're
Okay,
recorded, so you can go back and
I
rewatch.
can't hear you.
Oh, they're recorded. I'm gonna put you on
Okay,
my headphones. It might be easier for you to hear me.
no, you're fine. I can
You
turn you
there?
up.
Okay.
I can turn you up. That doesn't sound good, but
Like,
that's what I can do. Okay, go ahead. Are you there? Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know where you're at. Zoom. There you go. I'm with you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Take those off. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Sarah.
hold on 1 second.
Okay. I can hear you now.
Technology.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're going in and out with that.
Okay.
Whatever you did, you're going in and out.
You know what? I opened my po AirPod case
Uh-huh.
and
Uh,
then it was started clicking in and out of my headphones. Anyways, can you hear me okay now though?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What
So
was I saying?
we were talking
Oh,
about getting on the call, that you do record the calls 2 times a week. You have it. What are the days that you have it?
so it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, but the calls
Which
are
would be
I'm in
my
CST. So I don't know what time zone are you in?
right, Eastern Standard Time. It is quarter till 8.
Okay. So 4:30 p.m. PST to EST is, let's see, 7:30 your time.
Oh, okay. So I could do it. I could be on the call. And how long is the call?
About an hour, but if you miss it, you can go back and
I don't
rewatch
want to
it.
miss it because I
Okay.
think when you have it, you have people on there,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, it's
And
live.
so
So you
it's time, it's an opportunity to hear other folks and their conversation and things along that line.
it's more just a coaching, like you can ask questions and all of that, but it's Ipe and Jarrett who will be coaching.
Question,
So it's
oh,
interactive. You can ask questions, a
interactive.
live coaching session. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay,
And
at
then
7:30 my time.
the
And it's
training. Oh, go ahead.
Is that something that, once I make the decision to join, um, the, uh, the Zoom information is sent out every time?
Yeah,
Or
it's
no?
just live on our Facebook group. So we're actually live right now on there. Oh, I will show you. Hold on one second. I'll share my screen. Hold on. Facebook.
Facebook group.
It's Tuesday. Okay, can you
It
see
has screen.
my
Double click to enter full screen. Or it's
okay.
telling me to double click.
Shouldn't. No, you can see my screen. It says snaps.
There you go. I'm here. I opened mine up so I can see more.
Okay,
Snaps. Okay.
so here is Jarrett and we're live. So this is where Jarrett is live, Ipe is on Thursdays, and you would just click to join. I don't think you'll be able to hear my sound. And then you can ask questions. Debbie is here. Is all good, man. Can see, can hear. So yeah, that's the live training every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. And Jared's on Tuesday and E-Pace Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm spelling his name right.
And
Okay.
then in the Facebook group, we have over 10 years of data stored here. So any question that's been asked, the answer will be here for you.
Uh-huh.
This search bar here is where you're going to find all those questions and answers. So any question you have, type it into the search bar
Uh-huh.
and the answer will be there for you. Let's go to
Search
certs.
bar and response will be there. So I'm going to ask you a question. Um, of the 74 or 7,500 students that you guys have, how those have been your success rates, but how many people actually failed? Because you had to have a total. And so you speak of, because there was a bar that was showed, and it showed 90%, and it showed this is where it starts, 90%, 10 or 20% succeeded, it's 9% failed or whatever. Help me out to understand that if you wouldn't mind.
I've only been doing coaching calls for about a year now. So before this, I
Okay,
was a student, just,
okay,
doing my lead gen business. So I
okay,
don't know the success rate at all. I know from my year of coaching, the people who are not successful are the people who aren't dedicated and committed to actually doing the work.
okay,
So it is a process.
uh-huh.
I'll show it to you. So if you are not having results, you can share your website with us and we can tell you exactly why you're not having.
And so I'm going to stop you there. This is what's caused me to ask the question, so I have a good understanding of exactly how the lead gen works.
Mhm.
So all these people have websites basically, and
Right.
they create a
Mm.
website based on the niche, based on that niche, and based on the town, or it could be all over.
Yeah, it's at your location.
Okay, so the niche is based on the location. So most people try to go to an area where there is a demand, but not that many businesses there.
So in this part of the training, it's called Survey the Land. We will go
Uh-huh.
over how to pick the proper niche. So you're going to brainstorm a list. I would like to say, like what I did was I brainstormed 100 niches. The riches are in the obscure niches is what Dan teaches us. So you want to start to think outside of the box, narrow it down to your top 10, and then you're going to narrow it down to your top 5. And then you're going to go ahead and build 5 websites in those
Uh-huh.
niches.
And
But
that's what's the snaps, is that where snaps comes in and you're building
yeah,
those websites there?
yeah,
But you're saying that
snaps
they have a program that they can build it for you.
done for you
No.
sites. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So at this part of the training, you'll meet with a gentleman. His name is Shar, and he goes over all of the niches that you've picked so that you can know, like, you're not wasting time and money on a niche that's over competitive, oversaturated, or in an area
Okay.
where you're not going to have any volume of calls. So we'll teach you how to fill out a due diligence worksheet where you're going to be researching your competition. So let's say you wanted to go into the carpet cleaning niche.
Mhm.
You would then look at the top 3 websites in that niche in
That
the
are up there,
location that you've chosen. And then you will either decide to build a lead gen site and outrank those top 3 niches, or decide, no, this doesn't make sense. It's too
But is that
competitive.
so let me stop you. I have to interrupt. So because like these questions come in as you're speaking. So please
Okay.
don't think I'm
I'm not
trying to be
offended.
rude or
No, no, it's okay.
disrespectful. I just don't want, I want to make sure I'm understanding. So
Mhm.
basically when we actually find that, niche and we do the research, or I do the research, because it's not them doing it, it's me, because we
Mhm.
narrow it down. And, will I ever be advised saying, you know what, I'm not sure if this would be a good niche for this location? Do I
Yeah,
get that
so
type of, is
yeah,
that where Shar would come in?
yes, exactly. He'll go over all the
Okay.
niches you
And
pick.
they'll say, you know what, I'm not sure if this is a good one for this location, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
then I want to make sure also, as I play back and understand, the goal is for me to, we can find the top 3, and there could be maybe only 4 in that locale. And my goal is to create that website, generate the leads, and not put them out of business, but get to the top so that
Yeah.
I'm being seen first.
Yeah, and you're generating more calls to your site. So the
Mhm.
more calls you get, the more you can forward to your local business owners, and the more you're forwarding them every month, the higher
Mhm.
they'll pay you for those.
So then by me doing this, I still have to find those smaller businesses that do this, because I'm sending that work to, of the leads that I've captured and that are coming in and clients are calling. I'm
Mhm.
contacting these small businesses and saying, could you use some more business?
Yes, we do have a wholesales training right here at the bottom
Okay, so
of
so
the
I'm not staying on the same track. I don't want to, I feel like I'm jumping around. So if we go back to surveying the land, or is it all together?
Well, I'll just take you through it. Let's do this. I'll
Okay,
take
I'm
you through
sorry.
it. Usually I cover all the bases, and if you have questions, we'll go over them. How about that?
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for jumping all over. I'm just
That's
trying to,
okay. It's a
yeah,
lot to it's a lot to
digest.
go over and digest if you're
Yeah.
not familiar with it, so I understand. Okay, so your first few videos, let's say you join today and you want to get started today, you could get through these in the first day. They're just general housekeeping, how to use a Facebook group, setting up
Can
your
you
plan
take
of
that blue
attack.
away?
What's that?
Go back up to the top again. I'm just looking through that. So welcome to your new home, using Facebook group correctly. The do's and don'ts of lead gen, general housekeeping. Okay, history of lead. Okay, foundation is next.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then so how to make money, setting up your plan of attack. Um, the average website
cost
will
of
gen
goods. Is that cost of goods in the will?
cogs in
That's
the
called
wheel. Yeah.
cost of goods
So
sold.
the average website will generate you $1,000 per month. Some in the beginning will be a little bit less, and then some in the end will be a lot more. But over 10 years of doing this, the average is about $1,000 per month. So if you wanted to make $5,000, you would want to have 5 websites published.
And
Um,
so I'm going to stop you there real quick. That means of the 5 websites that are being generated through snaps,
through
there is a
snaps.
fee for each of those, correct?
Yes, it's about
That's
$30 per month per website.
okay. Now, I would be creating my own, or get my own domain.
Yes.
So,
You'll buy.
because I'm trying to understand the total cost. You understand? So it's not
Yep.
enough that's just 30. What are those other costs
So you'll
in
buy your domain name, which it varies based on the domain name you're buying.
availability?
And then with snaps, you're gonna pay for hosting. So it's anywhere from $15 to $20 a month per website. The more sites you have published, the better deal you get.
Okay.
And then you're also renting a call tracking phone number, which is about $6 a month.
Okay, renting. What do you call it? Renting a call system?
Call sling.
A Callsley?
Call sling.
I've never heard that. How do you spell that?
We go over it in this part of the training here,
Oh,
call sling.
I got call sling. Okay. And that's about $6. And my domain could be anywhere from what?
Some are really
100?
cheap. Some are like $7 for a year, some are
Mhm.
a bit more. It really depends on what's available.
Okay. All righty. Okay, so an example of can I ask you for an example of what my URL would be like then?
Carpetcleaningwinnipeg.com or .ca, like your niche in your area kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make sure it's not like anything else that follows, like dot snap AI or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Um,
now they have like dot myshopify.com.
right. Yeah. No, you can choose your domain name.
Okay,
Yeah.
all righty.
So yeah, if you wanted to make $5,000 a month, you'd want to have 5 websites published.
Uh-huh.
There's lots of
What's
ways
the
to make
average that everybody does?
$1,000 per
No,
site.
I'm sorry, what's the average website your students have? 10, 15, 20?
How many students does each,
Yeah,
how
what's
many
it of the
websites?
students? Yeah, of the students that you have, what's the average number of websites they have?
I honestly don't
Like,
know.
for example, how many you have? 5, 6, 8, 10?
I have over 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
probably,
alluding.
I would say people probably have around 10 to 15, maybe 20, but I
Thank
know a
you.
lot of people have like 80 plus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How do you, and so with having that, what's worst case scenario? What can go wrong?
With having so many websites,
Uh-huh.
you make too much money.
No, I mean, I know that sounds crazy. With the lead gen, I guess I'm not trying to break the system. I would hate that something went down or didn't go as planned.
Well, I mean, probably worst case scenario is you're not doing your proper research in this part of the training,
Okay,
and then you're building a lead generation site in an area where you're not getting enough calls to make it worth your time. That would be
okay.
my guess.
So I'm not making enough calls.
Like if
That
you
what I,
pick a tiny little town with a
uh-huh.
population of like 10,000 people, it's probably not going to generate you very much income every month.
Got what you're saying. So,
Yeah, but
so
we
that's
teach you
again,
how to avoid that. So we'll teach
okay.
you how to do all of the research so that you're making
Uh-huh.
these good decisions and not
Mhm.
doing things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you. And thanks for allowing me to jump in there like a crazy woman, but go ahead.
That's okay. Well, you have to fully understand it, right? So gotta ask the questions as they come
So
up,
now
otherwise we'll forget.
right, and now we're at the survey, the land, correct?
Yeah, so you're going to be picking your proper niche. You're going to be doing your research. You're going to look at competition. You're going to be meeting with Shar. You're going to go over your niches. Then you're going to learn how to build a website. This is
Oh,
Snaps.
I hate
So,
that. That's always hard for me. I don't know
well,
why it
we've
is.
we've incorporated AI, so you can build with AI and auto generate websites really fast.
That's the
Um,
problem. I'm like, I can't keep up. That's going so fast.
You will,
It-
you will. You can go through it at your own pace, right? It's all self-paced, so you can go through the videos as many times as you need to, as much as you want to. You do get unlimited lifetime access. So you can build now or you can build with AI. And all you're going to be doing is picking a template based off your
Your
preference,
niche.
like whatever you like. And then
Oh,
you're going to
it's not necessarily the niche. It's just picking a template that you all have put together.
Yeah, we have a lot of templates for you to choose from, over 100. And based on the one you like, you'll just pick that. So I just chose this one. Pretty generic. So
I
let's
didn't even
say,
see it, but yeah.
yeah, so we have hundreds of free images for you to choose from. So
Mhm.
you can just change the pictures or you can upload your own. You're going to be just changing the printing. So if
Heading and stuff. Okay.
carpet, cleaning. So very user friendly, really easy to change and modify, and they're very professional looking. So when you hit publish and you publish your site, and nobody has any clue that you really don't know what you're doing, right? So um you can get away with
Let
being a
me ask
newbie
you
for a
this.
long time.
Can I ask you to scroll down for a minute where you were at the close to the bottom? keep going, please. So I want to make sure, do you, right there, two things. Do you use uh fake testimonies that I saw in there?
Sometimes in the beginning, if I have no reviews yet, or
Uh-huh.
I do get them over time, and then I will
Okay.
add them on. Yeah.
And then will you add the picture or just the message?
It depends on how close I am with my business
Relationship
owners.
that you have?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But usually in the beginning it's generic. So
And then
like
down below, where it has, so you keep going further, please. Right there. So you of the social media stuff or social stuff, you put all that in there, correct?
if I don't
That's a
have it, I
gift.
don't put it. So I
Oh,
wouldn't in the beginning. I would just
okay.
delete those
So
out.
you have to have it basically when you create the website.
Well, otherwise they'll click it and won't go anywhere, right? So
I
I
got,
don't.
no, I'm learning. Yes, I
Mhm.
get it.
So yeah, we'll
Okay.
publish this website. It'll be really professional looking and
Mm-hmm.
it'll go live. And then you're going to get your call tracking phone number set up. This automates the entire process for you. So you're
Call
not
tracking.
answering calls all day. So while you're at work, your cell phone's not blowing up. Everything is recorded. Voicemails are left, and you can give those to business owners. Or when you have a business owner you're going to be working with, the calls will get forwarded straight to your
Their
business owner.
office.
So
Uh-huh.
they will answer and talk directly to the customer.
So let
Um,
me ask you, I'm gonna stop you there. So if they
mhm.
don't respond, then what?
They'll just leave
If
a
the,
voicemail. And then
okay,
the voicemails are recorded and they
but
will
this is
go
where we come in when I get a client or something, this is the type of things I would have to go over to make sure that they're doing their part as well, right?
right. Yeah, like I just texted someone today and I was like, hey, I noticed you haven't answered the phone in a few days. How's everything going? But
Uh-huh.
the customers are just leaving voicemails. Um,
Okay.
so that's fine. And the voicemails get emailed straight to the business owner's email and to yours as well. So they can see how many calls you're sending and you can also see, keep track of everything too.
Okay, and with that said, since you check on that, because it's just amazing when you said some of these people have 15 and or not 15, but 80 websites and stuff. They're
Hmm.
they must have that. I would assume that they have a team. I'm sorry, I'm slouching. I don't know if you could see me. I'm sorry. I don't know if they have a team to be able to say, I noticed that you haven't checked your calls. Um, is everything all right? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people have like assistants, virtual assistants in the team
Uh-huh.
that
That do
they
that.
hire out. Yeah.
Okay, all righty. That makes
So
sense.
then this part of
Op-
the process, once you've picked your
Optimize.
niche and you've built your website, then you're going to do ongoing search engine optimization on your website until it's
Okay.
published.
So again, I'm
Or I
doing
mean,
ongoing.
sorry, until it's outranked the competition.
Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to say that again. I just want to make sure I understand that.
It's SEO, which stands for search engine optimization,
And I'm just going to keep ongoing doing this
until it gets ideally
until
like
I'm
to the
ranked
number one spot on Google, right? Is like where you want to be number one on Google.
#1 on Google. And then what happens then if I get there? Can I slip or no?
Well,
Should
if
I?
someone's like directly targeting you, maybe they might be able to outrank you, but usually it's pretty much set it and forget it. Once it's there, it's there. There's little to no maintenance, and that's how
Mhm.
this becomes passive income.
Okay. But so basically it has to get there first before you actually see the residual value or the
Yeah.
money's coming in.
Yes, because you have to do ongoing SEO on that site so that it can
Mhm.
get to the top where it's just automatically generating that volume of calls that you want consistently.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay. And at what point, well, you might tell me, I was going to say, at what point, when it gets to that point, at what point do I sell this to the owner, these leads to the owner? Or
Well,
do
as
I?
soon as like you start getting calls for the service that you've made a website for, like we
Uh-huh.
have a whole sales training. And what we'd like to do is send free leads to business owners. So let's say a carpet cleaning lead is coming in. I would call like go to Google carpet cleaning company Winnipeg, and then start to send these free leads to business owners. So hit more businesses. And then here's your list of people that you can prospect. So send a
With the
free
red
lead.
dots, the red dots are the
Yeah. Yeah. And all of their information is right here. So give them a call, say, hey, I have someone looking for someone looking to get their carpet clean. Can I send them your way? They'll be like, sure. No, like, who's going to say no to free business, right? So send them some leads for free until they've made some money off of the leads that you've sent them. And then you can ask them, like, or tell them, I'm looking to work with one business owner. It's $1,000 flat monthly fee. I'll send you 30 of these calls every month. You'll pay me $1,000 every month in exchange. And then a lot of people are open to that because I'm a local business owner, they're local business owner.
Uh-huh,
And our competition is like Home Advisors, Angie
uh-huh.
List, things like that.
Uh.
So yeah, you'll send them all your calls. They'll answer the phone, deal with the customers. Customer pays the business owner pays you.
So that's interesting. So it's really on them to, or I would constantly be doing this forever.
What?
So after after we send them the leads, the hope
Mhm.
is that they're okay, or I would still have to keep sending them some more leads.
Well, the call sling phone number automates that part of the process. So when a
Okay,
call comes in, it gets forwarded straight to the business owner.
got it. And
Yeah.
so every time they get that lead or whatever, so the expectation is if you every time you reach the 30-person peak or whatever, you should receive $1,000 if you was to go that route.
Yeah,
Because you used the example as the 30 versus if leads are constantly coming in, we're just going to do a commission rate maybe of 10%, or every
you
time
could.
or every time you get that lead, we can
Yeah.
say, because we don't know, because they're even though they're getting the free lead doesn't mean that they're getting the business, correct?
No, doesn't mean they're getting the business, but when they do start to close their deals and get the business, then I ask them for their business and see if they want to work with me one-on-one. And most business owners have paid for leads before, so this isn't a new concept to them. They're very familiar with it.
Okay.
And it's just about the rapport you're able to make with your business owners and see who
Uh-huh.
you are a good fit with. And
Uh-huh.
then they will be happy to pay you $1,000 to make
Uh-huh.
like 5,000 or whatever, right?
Right, right. I
Yeah.
hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you. But but they have to see that they're getting the leads. And secondly, they want to make sure that once they get the lead, that the customer will, they can, the customer will stay or whatever, or do the business with them.
Which is up to them. There's not a whole
Which
lot you
is,
can do.
yeah,
That's
we're
what you want
done.
to, yeah,
We have to
that's
preface that and say, I'm going to send you all these leads, but it's going to be on you to close the sale,
yeah.
correct?
There's not much we can do, and that's why you want to work with someone who kind of knows what they're doing. Their
And
conversion rate
understand.
is higher. They'll make more
Hmm.
money. They'll be happy working with you. So
And then I think the other thing is, I'm glad you brought that conversion rate up, is up. The other thing too is, I'm just going to take a step back. As Char gets involved,
mhm.
um, he will also be able to identify those specific niche that um, have at least a good rating, even if they're not ranked high. Is that correct in saying?
They
Because
have
you
a
don't want to
good,
get somebody that doesn't have, like, let's say these top three business get, they've had over 100 to 200 to 300 testimonials, and they're at a 4, or they're at a 5-star, or a
mhm.
4.8. But you have somebody else that only has had 9, 10 people, but they're still at a 4.8, 4.9.
Well, it depends. It doesn't matter. Like you're looking at the niche and then you're looking at the websites that you have to outrank. That's how you're basing your decision on what areas you're going to go into.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're looking at their backlinks, their content, you're looking at
And I
how
don't know
long
what backlinks are,
no, you
but
will learn. But
yeah.
you're looking at those things, the analytics of their website to understand how long it's going to take you to outrank them. Those are So yeah, you really just got to stick to what the steps that we lay out for you, but that's you're going to be filling out these worksheets and then you'll understand if it makes sense to go into the niche or not.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All righty, survey done. Okay, we'll continue. Sorry.
Well, that's it. That's the process. So you're
I
going to pick a
died.
niche, build a website, optimize your website, and then
Okay.
get a business owner on board.
So pick a niche, build a website. Do you, well, one thing I found is like when I was looking at, sorry, I'm all over the place scratching on myself.
That's okay.
Um, you also had mentioned, okay, so picking a niche. I don't know why I would say that. Picking a niche. These niches are all going to be service type niche, or could it be like a dentist office, somebody new that's getting started?
Those are competitive niches, and you really want something phone driven rather than brick and mortar because the
That's
majority
what
of,
I need to hear. So phone
yeah,
driven type businesses.
right.
See, that helps.
Yeah.
Phone driven type. And you only know that they are that because they don't have a website?
Because if it's a dentist office, then you know that the customers are walking to their physical storefront, and that's
Right.
the majority of their traffic. Whereas like a carpet cleaning business doesn't need a physical storefront. They can just get calls,
And
phone-driven
they,
calls
right.
from their websites.
It's kind of like someone installing an alarm system.
Right. So phone-driven businesses, and that's where you can use ChatGPT to help you like brainstorm a list, right? Of like phone-driven
So maybe that's
businesses.
the question. Phone driven business niches. Okay. Um,
So how do you feel like this compares to what you've seen from Chad's so far?
I mean, for me, I'm just trying to process everything because
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to, even though you're writing this out, I'm used
Mm-hmm.
to a flow chart to see, kind of like drop shipping, right? You
Okay.
put like a picture together and you say what it is, blah, blah, blah. And so now I'm trying to, as you're speaking to me, I'm trying to put that process in my mind versus
Mm-hmm.
actually seeing it, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
And that's just a suggestion maybe for your team moving forward, because sometimes we don't always comprehend what we always hear, even though we
Right.
kind of do, but sometimes we have to see it. And so even seeing all these courses, so I guess that's the other thing. Granted, I understand hard work because I've been doing it all my life. Um, courses, as much as I don't like them, when I know I have to do something or when I know I have to survive or if I know I really want something, I'll do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Right.
Um, uh, uh, if I ever have questions, do I have to wait until the Zoom meetings?
No, so you have my personal cell. Call me, text me anytime. I'm your direct line of contact.
Mhm.
Then you also have connection with Shar. And then in the Facebook group, it's 24/7 support. And in Snaps, it's 24/7 support.
Writing this down, 24/7 support for snaps. And what did you say the other one was?
Facebook group.
Oh, Facebook group. I noticed I was looking at the times for scheduling. I saw you had Friday at 1 a.m. in the morning that I can meet with you.
What?
Yeah,
No way.
that was one of the days on there because I was thinking about doing it on Friday, thinking it was going to be in the afternoon, and it said 1 a.m.
Oh no,
I'm
I'm sleeping at that
okay,
time.
I'm like,
No.
like I don't think that's right. And that was the only time that it showed available, which is so funny. Um,
Huh.
so that's why I asked you what, about the 24/7 support. Um, Sarah, what are your hours? If I had questions, what's the best time to speak to you?
I don't really have like best hours. My
Because
phone is
is this your full-time job then?
running my own lead gen business is what I do
Uh-huh.
full time and then just part-time coaching. But
And
I
you call
am
renting. That's what you guys call it, renting a lead gen. business.
Ranking and renting. Yeah, I am just available anytime you need. So call me. If I don't answer, I'll give you a call back or send me a text and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you appreciate the text more than the message?
Probably easier, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. And don't call after.
Just call
Oh, I
me.
have my limits because I always say I
Yeah,
stop all phone calls at 11
yeah.
p.m. I just
So
say
just
that
call me
because,
whenever. Text me first and I'll give you a call back.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All righty. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about uh, the real deal, the cost.
Okay. So you get your unlimited lifetime access. There is no upselling. Everything you see
Okay.
is included.
Unlimited access.
And you get snaps, our Facebook group, the live training twice a week ongoing. Me as your coach, Shar is your other point of contact, and your first 5 websites are done for you. And then the price of that,
After I do the research.
you're gonna pick the niches, yeah. So that's 6,860.
So almost $7,000.
Yes, regular 8,860, but we have a discount right now.
You have a discount and so here's the key. If I do you offer even a payment plan?
We do offer payment plans. You would leave a deposit and then you and I will put together a monthly payment that works best for you.
And then I only get so much information for every time I pay.
No, you actually get access to the training, which is nice.
Let me ask you this, which is really a good deal because I live thinly purposely, and I'm going to tell you
Mm-hmm.
why. Because I had to transition after, and I don't mind sharing this story, but I'm sharing it with you. I
Mm-hmm.
would feel more comfortable that it doesn't need to be shared with your Facebook group until I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a success. But I was married for 17 years and I had to start over. That's why I'm still working. I had retired once. I had to get back out in the work field. So I kind of lost everything. So what I do now is the monies that I make, I put more into a 401k so I can at least have something when
Mm-hmm.
I retire. I'm already receiving a pension from my first job. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay, but it's not really enough. Um, and like I said, when I had to start over, I had to get another place. It's a townhome. It does what I need to do. I just need a
Mm-hmm.
place to eat, sleep, and a garage and a
Right. Yeah,
bathroom.
totally.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Seriously, I don't need that much space.
Yeah.
And the good news is that I'm able to write things off because I have like a townhome in the lower level. I have like a little boutique. Okay. But long story short, so I I ask about the payment plan because that's probably the path I would have to take. That's one.
Yeah.
And it would be on a monthly, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if that was the case, I would like it to always start at the beginning or like not the beginning of the month, but like 5 days because I get paid the
Mm-hmm.
first day of the month for what
Yeah,
I'm receiving for my pension, things
we can
along
do
that
that.
line. And then
Yeah.
I think the other thing too is if I have a payment plan, am I able to uh, pay it off early with no
Yes. No
penalties?
penalties. Yep.
Okay. And then, let's see, and then unlimited access. This is a lifetime.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What do you see? Because the environment's constantly changing. And again, I do agree with you stating that um, uh, that everybody's going to always need some type of service,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yeah.
So, what do you think will change, especially with now we're finally here. It's been here, but we're at the AI stage and everything's moving so quickly. What is the flip side and the downside of this? What's the negatives? What's the cons?
Mm,
because everything has a negative. Everything has a con.
mhm. Like
There's a
what's the
pros and
downside to
cons.
this business?
Uh-huh. There's pros and cons.
I
What
think
could happen to
honestly,
me as me doing this lead gen?
oh, my biggest concern for you is that you wouldn't stay dedicated. Not saying anything about your character. I am
No,
straight.
can I tell you this? If we're going to be honest, sometimes I can get easily bored. Not as much as not as much as frustrated. Well,
Yeah,
I do get frustrated, but I can get, it's like, oh my God, I'm so bored with this. You know what
right.
I mean?
So the
I would be
downside
lying to you if I didn't say that.
So the downside is that it takes time. I think that is the biggest downside. However, we have actually just incorporated some strategies where you can bridge the gap between starting and seeing your site rank. So we've actually created some fast money strategies that will help. But really, the downside is that nobody is going to force you to do the work. And I can
That's
call
what I
you.
need somebody to whip at me. But go
I can,
ahead.
but listen, I've done this many times where I have called and I have texted and I have tried to FaceTime, I scheduled Zooms and people just don't show up,
I
sometimes.
think, yeah, I will say this. I
So
agree
wait,
with that last statement because I think sometimes people are embarrassed or they're ashamed.
but
Not because of you, they're just ashamed.
so my thing is I think that you are very you'll catch on to this no problem. I see that you're gonna understand it. It might be a bit of a learning curve because it's new, but there's so much support for you that there's no reason you won't be able to do it. The only thing is that you'll have to show up for yourself as you would your boss, and unfortunately
You
you're
have
gonna
to
have to
show up what?
show up
I
for
didn't hear what.
yourself as you would your
Okay.
boss, and you're
Uh-huh.
gonna also have to, sacrifice some of your off time, right? And
I feel
work
like I
on,
don't have any off time because that's the other thing.
well,
So I will tell you this because I have to get rid of certain things. Like I have this boutique. I like what I do. It's called Girl Express Yourself
oh,
.myshopify.com. I just don't even know how to take the .myshopify off and just say .com. There's a way to do it. But
yeah.
and it's something I just created because I think I was gifted from God. I can see a lot and do a lot, but it's not that I get easily bored. I don't know how to market certain things.
Well, this is what you need.
And
This is your
this is
missing
what
link.
right. This is
Is
my
you
I
need to
just
learn
don't
how
know
to
how to
do
do
this
it.
stuff here, which is, you know, generate traffic to your ideas and your sites. And one of the things with this program you might take and run with is arbitrage, which is you build businesses for yourself and you generate leads for yourself, and then you're the business owner and you're sending the customers to yourself. Um, that might be your direction, but who
Hmm.
knows? So there's so many ways you can make money from this skill set, and in 2025 you got to keep up and you got to learn it, and you're learning from the best of the best. And we've been around for 10 years,
Hmm.
since 2014 we've taught all the experts in the industry. And we're also like-minded, and this is the OG program. This is where it started. Like, learn
Okay.
here. And
The
we are
pioneers, if you will.
yeah, and we're very like up to date, right? So every Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
every Thursday, we're talking and learning and growing and helping. So if you
So
want,
you're changing with the environment too, as we see
very much
technology.
so, yeah.
Let me, as technology is growing. So I think I had several
Well,
questions,
and
but
so for you to, I can see the path forward where if you want to be retired in 1 year, start now, because this takes time.
well,
And
I'm going to
then,
retire anyhow, regardless
yeah,
if I have this or not. I
well,
can't,
but why not have
I know.
5,000 a month in income
Mhm.
from your own lead gen business that you can rely on month
Always
after
have,
month, long term, passive and stable long term?
How do you guys do taxes and stuff like that when you're making that kind of money? I mean,
I'm in
that's,
Canada, right? So it's a little bit
uh-huh.
different from
Oh my
Canada to
God,
the
Sarah, you
US.
love it there? I
I
hear it's
do.
beautiful.
It's
I hear it's
cold.
beautiful. I
I
hear it's
do,
beautiful
yeah.
though.
Yeah, it is
Uh-huh.
nice. So we don't give tax advice, but Shar is really great at answering those questions. He will spend a
Okay.
lot of time with you and go through all of that. But start now. So when retirement comes, you are financially just free and set up and not worrying or stressing, you know. because
Do you
that
ever take an off day? Like,
I
do you ever
do.
like, because it sounds to me like doing this, and if I was, okay, like you say, the average person does maybe 15 to 20 websites. If I do 15 to 20 websites, I have to make sure that they are keeping up. And so that's the hard part of it. And that could take up to a year, correct? Or 2 years.
Well, no, it'll take
Yes.
less than that. It'll take way less time than that. But there's little to no maintenance on these sites once they're there. Once they're ranked, they're ranked. And like, I'm just making sure my business owners are getting the amount they're paying for every month.
Let
So
me ask you this. Do you have a team or is it just you?
no, it's pretty much just me. I tried to work with my cousin, but it wasn't great.
I always say, don't do family.
Well,
I've always
she's
been told that. Don't do family because they'll mess you up every time because now it
yeah.
becomes a personal with them. And it's like they can't separate business from
Well,
personal.
she's my best friend. We're like a few months apart,
But
grow, but yeah. But
but
yeah, start with 10, start with 10 websites that you want to master those. If you do it properly, that's 10,000 a month. And then just have your free
10,000 a month
time.
for so I want to make sure I understand this part. When I create those websites, I'm selling those websites or I have that website and then I'm making a connection with a business that's
Business
there
owner. And
and we can make them seem like this is their website, but they're renting the website from me.
yeah, they work in partnership with us is always what I say. So they are answering the calls that come into your website and they are helping the customers. The customers are paying them and they are only paying
And this
you.
is the site they see, and we can put their name and stuff like that on that site, correct?
Yeah, I don't.
That's an
I just keep it very generic. So I don't add a
okay.
business owner's name to the website. Um, but
But do
that
you
is
when
the average, right? So if you can find a niche that's a higher ticket niche, like you were talking about in the beginning, you can make 4,000 a month from one site, or
I
in
can't
the
even imagine what's a high. I can't even imagine what is a high ticket service.
the average bathroom renovation is about $15,000 per bathroom renovation. So one of those
But
leads,
do you think it's hard for me. This is just me. This is my head thinking about what's going on in today's environment. As an older person, and of course, I'm looking at those professionals that are of those people that would call something like that. These are people that are just established. They're not in college. They probably have a home, but they're also not at the retirement age. So they're in that gap. That's
Mhm.
one. And depending on where they're located, that's two. But I think what's going for me, it just seems like what's going on now with the environment and with who we have in office, it's a
Uh-huh.
effed up situation right now. And
Yeah, the
so
world's
there's a
been a
lot.
wonky place for a while now.
Well, but I think it's worse now what has happened with the executive orders that are coming through here in the United States. So
Right.
everybody across the board is being impacted. And the areas that I think, which I would have loved to try to get into, are these red states. But right now, red states don't have money because they're getting hit hard with the executive orders that have come across that's impacting them.
Right.
And I think that that's where a lot of small businesses are here in the United States in these red states.
Yeah.
So, um,
Well, when you're doing your research, you're gonna think about all of that, right? So some
that's true.
niches will be it's like it is common for students in the beginning. It's $500 a month, 750 a month, 400 a month.
Mhm.
Their payments are lower monthly because they're learning. But
Uh-huh.
as you know the process, you can then pivot and get higher monthly payments.
So let me ask you this. So when I was to go into, if I asked the question of Chat GBT, I would say, Chat, um, create a list for phone-driven businesses.
Yeah, I would say I need a list of, well, first what I would do is narrow down your location. So you want to stay in a population of 50,000 to 350,000, and this is all in the training. And
Okay.
then ask, what area are you in?
What area? I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Indiana.
So you would want to break down Indiana into suburbs of between that population and then get that list and then start
Does it have to be in my state?
No, it can be anywhere worldwide. And then you need to start brainstorming niches. So we have niche lists in our Facebook group, or you can use ChatGPT and just say brainstorm 100 obscure niches in my area, or however you want to word it.
Mhm.
Um, and then just start doing research that way.
hmm But
Yeah.
then at that point, then I would provide those niches to Shar, and Shar would
Then you're
say,
gonna fill out these due diligence worksheets right here. So you'll fill out a worksheet and answer all the questions per niche, per
uh-huh,
location. And then based
oh.
on your research, you're gonna narrow it down to which one makes the most sense. And you'll know that after you go through this part of the training.
And then but what I think is he may say, no, that's not a good one,
Maybe.
right? Because you said part of his work is to advise and say, I'm not sure if that would be a good one.
Yeah, or
You
maybe
know,
you nailed it, you know?
mm,
Maybe you got it right.
see.
So,
So it's almost really too, it's almost looking at of these states here in the United States, it's almost looking at what is their industry, what is
their
that's how
niche,
I
yeah.
kind of look at what is
Hmm.
the industry that's causing that state to grow and to prosper,
Right. Like in
basically.
Canada here, it's very seasonal. We have really cold winters and very hot summers. So pressure washing is not something that
You would do.
is happening right now.
Right, 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 right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
That makes sense. Wow.
But yeah. So what are your thoughts? Did you want to get started? Did you want to
Well,
join?
I would. So the question becomes how much do I have to put down?
How much do you have as a deposit to leave?
So I always get paid I get paid once a month and then I get paid twice bi-weekly with the
Okay.
so I am because I guess we would need to discuss the payment plan, correct?
Yeah. It depends
Okay.
on the deposit you can leave. So I don't
Uh-huh.
know. Some people have money saved and they want to put half down and then we'll take the rest and break
No,
it up
I mean
over
I thought about going into my what do you
401k.
call it? My 401k
Hmm.
and stuff, knowing that there won't be a penalty. So if I was to
Yeah.
say, you know what I'm saying? So if I was to say I would to charge it to my Visa and put down 1,000, what would
Yeah.
that land? What
Y-
would,
yeah, then you can take a payment plan for the 5860 and separate it. But you don't the benefit of paying it off in full with your 401k if you can
uh-huh,
is that you get those 5 websites done for you. And I think those will be very helpful for you, especially in the beginning. The faster you can get your websites published and the more websites you can get published, the quicker you're going to make your return on an investment back. So while you're going through the training and learning it, you'll have 5 websites being built for you, and you'll
uh-huh.
then go and build 5 more. So you can have 10 websites published by the end of all of this, which is, if you start that now, by the time you're retired and they're ranked and rented, you're doing pretty good. So if you can, I think that is the best way to make your return on investment pretty quickly. But if you can't, then that's not a problem. We can
Yeah,
set up the
I'm not gonna
payment
lie.
plans.
I probably could, but I'm not going to because I still have to do taxes.
Yeah.
And so, if
Or
I was, huh?
or
I know
so if
I don't think I'm going to get money back. For some reason, the state of
yeah,
Indiana, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but even when I did get money back from the federal, it wasn't that much, but I
yeah,
got, I always had to pay the state. And it's always been anywhere between 600 and $1,000,
yeah.
which pisses me
So
off.
with yeah, I know taxes are terrible, but
You have them too, okay.
oh yeah, they're so high here. It's like who can even breathe anymore. But
Well,
what I was gonna say to you is like you don't get the done for yous on the payment plan, but per thousand you can leave as a deposit, you'll get one done for you. So even if you leave like a $3,000 deposit, we'll take the rest over 12 months. It'll be a low monthly payment, and then you'll get 3 done for you sites. That would be a good way to do it too, if you can.
I know, but I don't, that's kind of like, it's not that I can get the money fast out of my 401k.
Right.
And the thing of it is, I've got to finish my taxes. So that's my goal to get this
Okay.
done and out of the way before the middle of March. So at least if that's
Gotcha.
done, then I can say, okay, is this, um, is this price going to be, how long is this price good for? I want to do the plan. And
Okay.
if I do put $1,000 down,
Yeah.
okay, can you at least show me how to
Yeah,
go to
let's do that.
Facebook?
So let's get your
Let me
$1,000
let me get my
deposit.
card out, hang
Okay.
out.
And then do you want to break
Sarah,
the,
you're not gonna let me fail, right?
no, you're gonna, you're gonna
I
be
just,
our next Helen, like the lady that you liked.
and I will say, when I come home from work, I usually am on the computer until about 9:30 when I get home. So
Okay.
I try to do work when I get off work and stuff. That's why I sleep at night. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I sleep during the day, the 2 hours that I have in between. And I'm
You don't
hoping,
feel, you don't
no,
feel
because I'm
groggy?
really nervous and I'm just praying on this because I know that I can do these things. It's not that. I always I always had a partner with my
Mhm.
husband, and you know, he went back home when his mother was sick and my mother was sick. And he didn't want to come. You know, we decided to part ways. I really
Mhm.
didn't want to, but we did. Um,
Right.
because he was from Budapest, Hungary. And he was
Okay.
not only my friend, but I mean, not only my husband, but he was my best friend. And we grew something great together. And then life
Oh,
happens. So, and I still miss him today, even after 10 years. And he used to call me, and I had to have him stop calling me because I felt like I couldn't move forward. But
aw,
we always did something together, or I always had that my backup, and vice versa. I was his backup.
right.
So I feel like, even though I come from a large family, I feel like I'm on my own.
Yeah, that's not a
So I'm
fun
just
feeling.
trying to, I know that God shows me and reveals things to me, but I'm trying to get over that hump that I can continue and do his work for him. And like I said, I found it very interesting that we're helping small business because I'm a small business.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna help
and
yourself.
and it's not just me being a small business, but and I don't look at it as a negative. I just look at it how the world is today.
Yeah.
But I'm an older uh, Black woman.
Hmm.
That today is still a struggle for me because of the mindset of people today.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
you look like
love,
you're 30.
yeah, but I
You look
love
like you're
being,
my age.
I, I love being a Black woman.
Yeah.
That is the image that God made me in. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like someone that's physically handicapped that I have to
Right.
fight 5 times harder.
Right.
So,
You're very
so I'm,
strong.
so I'm determined.
Mhm.
That's the key. I may be down, but I'm not dead. That's how I look at it. I'm down, but not dead.
Yeah.
But I can always get back up because of his grace and mercy. So I give him all the glory. So the things that I do, he
Hmm.
rewards me so that I can reward somebody else. And I know what it is to be out there as a small business and stuff.
Hmm.
And I know that I'm not always taking the best paths, but I'm looking to him to guide me. And I truly feel like, first of all, thank you that you are my coach because I personally did not want a male coach.
Aw,
I
you're
don't.
welcome.
No,
Yeah.
I really do. I don't feel like there's empathy or enough
Right.
that I see in man. And that's
Yeah.
fine. I think that's the nature of the beast. There's a little
Right.
stoicness to them. They can be cold and to the point. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't sense the empathy. And I'm not looking for that, but I want to know that they still have feelings and emotion just like the next person because we
Right.
were all given that. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand that. I'm 37, I'm single, and I don't think I can go back to like the dating world. I don't know. I'm just,
It,
I've been in,
it's first of it's scary, and
yeah,
and then you don't know who's lying and telling the truth. So
no.
my thing is this: eventually, you know, I'm not alone. Could I go out and meet some people? Yeah, but I want God to put that in my
Hmm. The right person at
existence.
the right time.
That's correct. I want him to
Yeah.
be God fearing. I want him to be involved in church. I
Yeah.
want all of those type of things. But I
Well, you know
want
what
to
you
be
should
his
do?
queen. And
Yeah, heck
and he'd be
yeah.
my king. I want to be his queen and he'd be my king. I believe in that.
When
So
you join, like I'm gonna add you into our private Facebook group, introduce yourself and see if there's anyone in your area that you like can connect with or go for a coffee with.
yeah,
Male or
that'd be
female as a friend, you know what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, no, well,
different. Yeah.
you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Emily. I just joined. I'm from Indianapolis. I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi. If anyone from the program is in the area, I'd love to meet for a coffee. Like that, people say that in the group all the time, and then you can
Uh-huh.
connect with like-minded people.
Okay.
Give it a
All right.
go. Okay. Is this your email?
eFergie
EFERGIE. Yeah, at
96 at
yahoo.com. Okay.
yahoo.com. Uh-huh.
Okay. And then Ferguson is your last name?
Not Gergeson, Ferguson,
Ferguson.
FDR. And if you can
Okay.
put my middle initial, Emily, and then the letter J,
Okay.
that's my middle. It's JYNE, but I like my middle initial every time I fill something out.
Okay. And what's your address?
2817
17.
Lakeshire. That's one word. Lakeshire, like it sounds. Lakeshire,
Okay.
SHIRE, Lane, LANE.
Okay.
And that's Indianapolis, INDIANAPOLIS, Indiana, IN.
Indiana State. Indiana, right?
There it is. Come down. There you go.
Indiana country zip code.
46268,
Where's-
46268.
Okay. And we'll run your $1,000 deposit.
I'm putting it on my Visa.
Okay. Sounds good. Is this going to be the card you want to use for your payment plan?
Um, mm, it depends on how much I'm going to be making payments. Yeah, I
Okay.
probably could because
Okay.
I
I'll add it as your default card. You can always change it.
okay.
Okay. What's your card number?
4639 5600 0088 4951.
Okay.
And then you want the expiration date 0526
Okay.
and the 3 digits. Need some more light. I can't see these. I think
Okay.
it's 04040.
Okay.
Oh, you don't need it?
I don't think we need it. Okay, $1,000. Okay, so just
I
confirm for
didn't know if
me.
this is there's no refund, is there?
Um, you have, I think, 24 hours if you needed a refund. But you don't
That's
need a
all right.
refund. You're good. You got to do this because you need this.
Okay.
This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're not going to be refunding it. There's no other
Well,
better
you know,
option.
it still should be asking the question.
Wow,
Wonder if I was in the hospital the next day in a coma.
girl.
I'm not putting that I'm not putting that out in existence. But
I'm not even gonna answer that.
don't even answer. But I will tell you at the age of 3, I got ran over by a truck.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
my sister and I, Isabel and I, we lived across the street from our cousin, and their father was coming home, and he was bringing to his daughter the first black doll. Never saw a black doll. So we climbed out this 2-story window, and my mother was pregnant. And Isabel took my hand, that's my sister, to cross the street, and it was a two-way street. She let go of my hand, and I got hit by a truck.
Wow.
My mother saw it, and she
Oof.
lost the child.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was in the hospital for 3 to 4 months. I was in a coma for about 3, 4 days. And But by his grace and mercy, my mother was pregnant again with identical twin boys. So
Aw.
I know that I know that I'm supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, you're here for a
So I
reason.
know I'm very compassionate and I try to help those that can't help themselves. And I say that because I still have all my limbs. I have all my dexterity, my eyes, smell,
Yeah,
taste, all that. I still have the energy to go. I still stay as positive as I can. I still try to do his work.
yeah,
So by his grace and mercy, I know that's why I'm still here.
yeah. Wow, that's a really powerful
So,
story.
so yeah, I just want to be able to, when I leave here, that he says, my good and faithful servant, you served me well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm excited for you.
so I'm nervous for
Um,
me.
yeah, you're good. You're in good hands. Okay, can you just check for me though that you got your receipt emailed to you? It's from Avery LLC.
Hang on. My phone's been ringing off the hook.
Okay.
Or not ringing, but putting information. Welcome to your personal profile. Welcome to the Entreport Apps membership site. Avery LLC, your receipt. Thank you for your payment.
Perfect. Okay, and I'm just going to email you over your login credentials so you can let me know when you get those.
I got to start another folder.
Yeah.
Some of these other. See,
Okay.
here's the other thing too. I also belong to sam.gov. Are you
Okay.
familiar with
No. I'm just trying to find you on
that?
Facebook while we're talking so I can add you as a
Uh,
friend.
so look under, yeah, Emily J. Ferguson. I have there, no, there it is down here.
Here?
The first two, both of them. Go
Okay,
to
I'll
the you
add you as
go
a friend.
to this one, add a friend. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you have to add me as a friend so I can add you into our private Facebook group. And then for the payment plan, what is a comfortable payment plan for you? What is your,
So if I are do you try to do monthly?
yeah.
So if you
So,
do monthly, am I able to, if I, can I do this? I get paid bi-weekly.
okay.
So if I wanted to, I don't want to say, I was going to say 600, but I think what I'll do is if I do 250, if I do 500 a month,
Mm-hmm.
I could send you 250 like on the middle of the month and at the end, right? I'm trying
Okay.
to work my page check. Like tomorrow, like at the end, like this weekend, I'll get
Okay.
paid twice. I'll get paid from the transportation, Homeland
Mhm.
Security, where I work, and I'll get my pension. That's going to
Okay.
be the first of every month. So,
So let me see
so
then.
if I, so
So
if you, that's why I say, can you make the payment date on, um, like on the third or the fourth of
yes.
each month?
So we'll do a payment plan of 500 on the third. Is that what you want to do?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if we're doing 5,860 divided by $500 a month, that's 1172.
That's 11,000, right? No,
No, 11 months of
500,
500.
500 times 11
11,
is 55 something.
5,000. Yeah, 5,500. So, um, so your last payment would be we can do one payment of 360. So it'll be 11 payments of 500 and then one payment of 360 is how it would work out to
But
be.
I could pay more.
Yeah,
And do I get a receipt every time?
yes. And you can
And
use
it's
this
sent
as
to
a
my
tax
email.
write-off. Yeah.
And it will show me like is there a way that I can go in and pay versus you're sending me, because you would still
Um,
send me something, but is there a way to, if I
I
would, let's say if I went to put 250 on the middle of the month and then another 250 at the end to be my 500, can I even do that?
I
Yes or
don't
no?
know if we can do it bi-weekly.
No, I'm just
Um,
saying, I just want to be able to pay it because like, that's like saying,
bi-weekly.
okay, I can have it set up where it's coming directly out of my account too, correct?
I don't think so. I think you would have to let me know to manually run your card.
Okay, I
So
got what you're saying.
we'll set it up for 11 monthly payments of 500 starting on what day? So it's the
On the,
25th,
no,
March
so,
3rd.
well, it's almost March 3rd anyhow, and I'm paying you 1,000.
Okay, you want to
So,
start later then? Or
let's
you
start it.
want,
No, I don't want to, I don't, because I know that's a heavy month. So, mm,
March is a heavy month?
yeah, well, because I'm giving you 1,000 now, and I'm getting ready
Okay,
to make my monthly payments of certain things.
so
So
April 3rd?
let's start, yes, April 3rd.
Okay,
But if I wanted to, I could send, yeah, okay.
so
And if
11
I was
monthly
just,
payments of 500 starting April 3rd, and
uh,
then one
it
payment of
would be, it would
360.
be 12 months. It wouldn't be 11 months because you're going to miss a month, right? Or no? No, I see
So
what you're saying.
it's, yeah,
It would still
unless
be
you
11
want to
months.
do one payment of 360 for March 3rd and then it's paid off.
Okay, we could do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so this will come out on April 3rd, and then we'll set up this one for one payment of 360
No, you know what?
on,
Let's don't do that. I have a heavy month. Let's just leave,
okay,
I'm sorry. Let's
okay,
just go back out and just do how we have. And we'll use the last one
so
at 360. I'm so
April,
sorry.
May, that's
Third
okay.
for it,
June,
April 3rd.
July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It would be March 3rd. One payment of 360, 2026.
6.
Yeah. Okay, that is set up. And now I'm just gonna email you over a promissory note. So I need you to fill it out and sign it and send it back. And this is for Dan and ePay. So they understand our outline of the payment plan that we've agreed on.
And where am
And
I going to? Oh, it's going to be my email.
I'm gonna email it to you. Yeah.
I don't really do anything on my phone. Should I be learning how to do that? There's too much stuff going on.
Not on your phone. I don't use my phone really much for
I,
my lead
thank
gen at
you.
all. But my phone does get a lot of calls and I can see all my emails come in, which can sometimes I have to just like put it all away. Copy and paste. Next. All right, so we did $1,000 deposit on 02/25/25. And then it'll be a payment of
The next
500 times 11 and then one payment.
start, and I would say starting April 3rd.
Okay, 360 on March 03/26.
26.
Okay, and then 500 times 11 starting
April 3rd.
April 03/25. All right, and then so total amount is 6860. Payment amount is 500
11
for
months.
11 months.
Well, it's not going to be 6. It's adding in the $1,000 already
Yeah.
where you have the total amount. Okay.
And
And I'll get a copy of all this.
Yeah, I'm emailing it to you, so you
Okay.
can sign it and send it back. 6860, day of the month, 3rd, and date will be 03/03/26. 36. Oh,
We don't have that
25,
many.
26. Okay. Send for signature. So I just need you to look through that, sign it, send it back, and then I'm gonna text you Char's information while you're signing that. So just let me know when you're done that.
I'm going to my email now since there's so
Okay.
much of it. Okay, let me refresh it. Promissory note. Daniel Klein is it both him and
That's yeah,
ePay?
Dan and ePay. Yep.
Both are owners?
Mhm.
Copy sign. That name 28/2017, Lake Shire Lane. Phone number 765-426-4529. My driver's license number? Why do you
Yes.
need my? Okay, hang on. By the way, I'll give you my driver's license, but I waiting for it to come in the mail. Let's see. Driver's license number is 8945-75-6663-3. Click initials here, JF. Draw or type. Insert. Terms of service initial here. Copyright, I put in zero. So, do you remember,
I'm just
Sarah, or
texting
you
you, by the
still,
way.
thank you. You sent me a phone number.
So that's my personal cell,
Okay,
204
hang on,
904.
I'm getting the last four digits of the card
Okay.
again. But last four digits. Okay, this is Char's information. Okay, I see that in the information coming
I'm
across.
just blowing up your phone.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Okay. Last four digits of the card. Okay, 4951. CVV 040 or 040, I should say. Expiration 0526, 0526.
Hi, Sarah. This is Jeff. Are you?
The voicemail I'm listening to.
Sign here to accept all charges in agreement. Okay, I'm going to. Can I use my pen? No, I cannot.
I don't think so, because you don't have a pen built like the
Shoot,
virtual pen thing. You
clear.
just click and then it puts
Well,
in
I'm
your.
going to try to. I'm trying to use this thing. Emily J. Over. G. Damn it. U. S. O. N. Terrible, but I did it that way.
With your finger? Nice.
No, I did it with my key thing. It looks terrible, but I
Oh,
did it.
okay.
Full billing address again, really? 2817. Oh, Lord. Um, 8. 3/3/26. Mountain to the pool. Okay. Payer hereby understands and agrees that the holder will process a credit or debit card payment for 500 on the 3rd of the month. Did you not want to put April 3rd of, or just the 3rd of the
No.
month?
Yeah, the 3rd of every month, starting April,
Okay, it
ending.
doesn't say that. It just says the 3rd of the month. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
that's
it
okay.
means, okay,
We have it
interest,
set up properly in the ONS
unpaid
report.
interest, okay. Click to sign. phone 765-426-4529. I don't know if we're supposed to use dashes, but I did not. By Emily Ferguson, name, full name again. And that's to type it, I guess. Right?
Don't know. I don't know what part you're
It
at, but
says,
you
it
could try
says, it
typing it.
says, it says student text signature and it says by Emily Ferguson. And then I put my phone number and then it says name again. I'm
Okay.
assuming it my
Y-
name
Yes.
and email.
Yeah.
And I think it wanted me to just so that I got that part all done. Continue. I agreed to be legally bound by this document. There's a- So I'm just going back over everything. And then this copy will be downloaded to me.
Yep. You get a copy of it emailed to you, I believe.
Okay. Sign up for get your own documents for free. Sign up for your free Dropbox sign plan. Am I supposed to sign that where it says email address?
I think you have to sign an email address, but you don't need to sign up for your own account with Dropbox.
Well, that's what it's asking. Sign up for your free.
Oh,
Get your own documents signed for free. Sign up for our free Dropbox sign plan.
oh, I don't think you need that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look in my email. You just signed you have successfully signed your document. You can view the document as an, okay, so I don't need to
Okay.
do anything. So I'm going to get out of this,
Okay.
X out.
And then you
hope.
just have to accept my friend request so I can invite you into our private Facebook group.
So where am I going?
If you go to your Facebook,
I told you I don't know that. So, okay,
that's
hang
okay.
on. Facebook,
And then on the bottom, you'll see notifications.
hang on. Facebook, login, sign. Okay, uh, notifications.
And then you'll see my friend request.
It's, no, don't see that.
Let me hop on to my.
Well, it just depends on which one you're in. Let me just start out by that.
Facebook, so I'll go home.
So I'm gonna,
So notifications under the top, like if you go to the top left, you see your account. The button beside it is notifications. You
I
don't see a friend.
do, and
Oh,
it says see all. It says Occupy, Jeopardy. It's got all these other people, but it does not have you, so you could be in a different one.
okay,
Makes it,
right below the circle in the top left, you'll see friend requests. Do you see me there?
hang on. Okay. So friend request. No. Yeah, so
Hmm.
bear with me. I'm gonna go to a different. I'll go to Girl Express and see if you're under that one. Oh,
It's Emily J. Ferguson.
hang
I can
on.
also text you my profile.
I just don't, I'm looking under all my notifications, okay?
Okay.
Trust me when I'm telling you I'm looking at all of them.
Okay. I also
I'm
texted you
there.
my Facebook profile if that's
I'm
easier.
gonna go back into Facebook and try it again. Facebook, sign in. What's on your mind? I want this one, I want.
You could also try and type my name in, find me.
Search Facebook
Yeah,
and,
so
okay, SARAH people, Sarah Terrell,
P-E-T. Yeah, T-E-T.
RAULT,
Yeah, and then this is my
add a
profile.
friend. Which one? The Regis High School,
No,
College,
there's
Shakespeare High School?
two little cats. There's my background here.
Don't see any. See all. No cats.
This is my profile picture, so I have a little balloon.
Do you have 104 flowers? I mean, 104 followers?
No, more than that. I texted you if you want to look at your phone and click the link I texted you. That takes you straight to my profile.
Okay, go to my email account. Is that what you said?
Your cell phone.
On my phone book? I mean, my phone. Oh, I I'm so sorry. I am
So I texted you. If you click the link,
I'm looking at my text. Okay, messages. Hang on. 7. Here we go. Facebook.
and then click that, and then you should be able to hit add as a friend.
It's okay. It's not adding the Facebook. It's just adding your contact information. I'm at the Facebook. Well, so what I'm going to do is I'll just go back to Facebook and put that. Can I put in my URL, basically?
Yes, but I've already friend requested you. I'll send you a message. How about that? Hello, Sarah.
I see flowers. That's not you. Sarah, there's so many Sarahs in here. There are no cats.
You will have to look then through your friend requests to find me. And this is the profile I requested. That's you, right?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Oh, can you see my screen?
Hang on. I sure don't want to lose you. Time's running out. I don't see your screen for Zoom. There we go. Let's widen this up. August 11th, Charles. So, Emily Fergus. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So I friend requested you. So you just have to work on finding your friend requests.
God.
Use ChatGPT to help you walk it through it.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta get you out of the way so I can get back in here.
No worries.
Oh my God.
Well, do you
That's
want
why
me
I
to
don't,
leave you to finding me as a friend, and then can you
yeah,
text
I'll
me and give
just,
me an update?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't even know. I'll just add you like I'm supposed to create a new contact.
I'll
Done.
send you a screenshot of my profile.
Um, and do a screenshot of what? Hang
I sent
on.
you a screenshot of my profile so you can see like what my background looks like and my profile picture looks like.
That's the one I had. Heaven is safe. You're a person holding flowers.
Oh, those are balloons. Yeah.
No, they show when I bring. Okay, let me go back to that. No, I'm not losing my damn mind. Okay, I know I'm not losing my mind.
No, you're not.
Oh no, you know what? It's not spelled right. That's why. Search. That's what. That's why. Sarah Tayrol. It is. It is. It's your high school. It says your high school. Add a
Uh,
friend.
I went to Shaftesbury.
That's right. I said you're right, and that's exactly what it says. So I have you. Thank you.
Okay, you added me as a friend?
Uh-huh. You want me to send you a message?
Oh,
And
confirm. Confirm. Okay, got it. All right, now I'm gonna add you into our private Facebook group. So invite. So you'll just have to keep an eye on your Facebook notifications And within the next few hours, admin will approve you, and then you'll see accept invitation to join JK, which is us, and that stands for job killing.
Watch for JK on Facebook.
In your notifications.
Yeah, notifications. And I need to be reading that every day.
You don't need to be in Facebook every day, but there's so much
Guess
to
I
learn
probably
there.
should read that every day. See, you're already
Well,
starting off wrong.
introduce yourself in the Facebook group.
Okay,
Yeah. But if you want to log into the training tonight, log in, get that all set up. If not, you can do it tomorrow. That's okay.
it's 9 o'clock. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
so let me make sure. So I got the admin. Welcome to your personal. I'm looking through this. I got the receipt. Welcome to the Entrepreneur apps. I'm trying to
Okay.
find out where I would sign in. Welcome, complete
It'll be an
registration.
email from Snaps.
Okay, so, okay. I want to make sure I'm writing that down.
Okay,
Snaps
and
team,
yeah,
you're
Snaps.
welcome. Log into the digital university using the login provided URL here. Build out
Exactly.
your empire with the setup accounts. Okay.
And I just texted you Snaps and search.ai, which is your training platform. So if you forget, it's there for you. And then you can see,
So I've got stuff coming on my phone, but not in my email. So
so
you're sending it to,
it
I got
says
the
like,
Snaps team. I got the Dropbox sign information.
yeah.
Visit
So
site.
the Snaps team, that is your login information. So you'll have to
Uh-huh.
enter in your email and your login information, and then that's how you're going to begin the training.
Okay, I'm just gonna go there now. So I'm gonna log in here.
Mhm.
It doesn't, okay. I'd rather do that and have it.
But I'll let you read through it. The instructions are there.
Okay, so I have to create a password because it doesn't give me a password.
It should give you a password that you can reset. It should be in the email there for you. And if
No, there
not,
was
you
no
can,
password. There was no
okay,
password in the email. It says you're
okay.
welcome to like team with the login link, initial setup, initial accounts, and dash for login to the additional user using the provided login URL here. I did. Build out your empire. There is no okay. My bad. I see it. It's
Okay.
down. I needed to scroll further. I'm just
Yeah,
panicked.
that's
Sorry.
okay. So I'll just let you read through everything. I'm gonna be up for
Okay.
probably 2 more hours. It's 8:30 here. Um, so you can text me or call me if you have any questions tonight or tomorrow
Okay.
or anytime. I'm here for you. Um, but I am starving. I haven't
I
eaten
know.
supper yet.
Go ahead. No worries. I
Yeah.
gobbed down a lot of food.
So, okay, well, I'll let you get to reading to the
Thank you.
instructions. If you need anything, call me.
Okay. Remember me?
Oh,
Do
how good. I will.
should
How
I
can I forget?
no, it's saying remember me.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you were
following.
saying I remember you. I was like, how can I forget your
And
story?
then I can just use the same password. I can save it, or is it not good to save your password?
You can save it or you can reset it. It's up to you.
No, I'll just save it. It's a long one. Local Gen, Dan Klein. That's all it has.
Yeah.
That's all it should have. Oh, start here.
Yes,
That's all I
start
need.
there. And
Uh-huh,
then that'll get you into the training that I showed you and then start the
uh-huh.
first video.
Okay.
Uh,
Alrighty. So I could
Okay.
actually, I'm there. So basically, I'm not going to start now. I know where it's at. I can make
Okay.
this as a favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Uh, down, bookmark this. Search. I'll put Dan Klein. Or well, maybe. Yeah. Is that his last name? Am I saying that right?
Diane Klein. Yeah.
K-L-E. Dan.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna let you get to that, but call me if you
Okay.
have any questions, okay?
No worries.
Okay, it's really nice to
Older.
meet you.
Thank you so much for everything that
Yeah,
you do. And this is
you're
called Lead What Snaps.
Well, it's local lead generation, but there's certs is the training and snaps is where you're building your websites.
Local. Yeah, I just rather call it so I'll know what I'm
Okay.
talking about. Okay, save.
Okay. I'm gonna run, but
All
we'll talk
right.
to you soon.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Take
Okay.
care.
Bye,
Have a good
Emily.
evening.
You too.
Bye. Thank
Okay.
you so
Bye.
much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.